Welcome to the Juice and Pop Show. Well, good evening. That's a bad intro. Anyways, I'm your host Juice, and this is the Juice and Pop Show. Currently isn't here right now. He may be joining us in the after hours. We get into the later window of the games. But let's see here. We got. I guess we could talk about the injury report first. We'll cover that real quick. Let's see here. Devontae Parker's out. Will Fuller is out. Will Fuller's on IR. I'm not sure what Devontae Parker injury is, but we can look into that. I see Byron Jones is out. Okay, so that means a lot. That means a lot of Rowe. Rowe's gonna have to play a lot more of this game. Miles Jack is out for Jacksonville. Tyson Campbell. Tyson Johnson is a little niche for Jacksonville, but not too much. Yeah, that's all that I'm seeing. James Robinson is a go. So for all fantasy owners out there, that's a good little tip for you. Let's see here. Let's look at some betting odds here. What's the money line for this? The Dolphins are at negative 148, and it's plus 128 money line for Jacksonville. The spread. The spread isn't very good. It's only -3 and +3. I don't see this game being a 3-point game, so I don't see that being very useful. I'm not seeing much else betting-wise for this Dolphins and Jacksonville game. You'd have to take a parlay in this game if I would take anything, any bets in this one. Yeah, there's no way I'm touching the spread or the money line for the Dolphins or the Jacksonville game. Let's see here. Let's pull this up. So Jacksonville last 5. They're coming off, obviously, 5 straight losses. But an 18-point deficit to Houston, which is a pretty big deficit to Houston without them having Tyrod Taylor. You got to understand that. And then they took a pretty close loss to Denver, which was only a 10-point swing. Kind of got to watch the full game there to figure out why it went from a 10-point swing to an 18-point swing from Denver to Houston. And then you get about the less point difference on the Arizona game than the Houston game. So something must have happened in that Houston game because it was only a 3-point loss to Cincinnati. And that's why I wanted to look at their last 5 because I knew that they had 2 close games. The field goal kicker didn't really succeed when he was supposed to, and he kind of cost them the game. The Dolphins won their last game, which was against New England. That was a pretty good game. They got blew out by Buffalo. If you play IDP out there in fantasy, which is like me, and we play a lot more advanced than just IDP, but yeah, if you got anybody for Buffalo's defense, like Tremaine Evans, he didn't play. It was winning by too much. I'm not saying nothing else there, honestly. They had a very good game against the Raiders. It was 31-28. They lost in the overtime in that one. Hunter Winfrey showed up pretty big, and then Brian Edwards kind of took the rest of it home. You know, that was a tough loss there. Other than that, Indianapolis loss was pretty reasonable loss, and then the Tampa Bay loss, they got throttled. Well, What's everybody's prediction here? We got 38.7% Jacksonville, 61% Miami on the live bet on the live matchup pool. That's all right. Let's see here. We got Green Bay versus the Bears, Cincinnati versus the Lions, Texans versus the Colts. We got 14 minutes till the game. What do I want to cover here? Well, we can actually cover the Green Bay and Bears game. What's that? Actually, I'm gonna hop over here on Twitter. Let's get on Twitter real quick and see if there's any news coming out, any injury updates, any late scratches. Let's see here. Oh shoot. We're on Twitter and we got Ellen Kowalski. He put out his betting picks. He put out his picks. Let's see what he has. He put out. Oh, okay. He ain't put out nothing. He didn't put out nothing really. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. In this Jacksonville versus Miami game, I don't know who I'm gonna take actually. Jacksonville versus Miami. I say Jacksonville wins this game because of James Robinson. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. That's exactly what I'll go with. I'll say Jacksonville wins this game simply because of James Robinson. I say Trevor Lawrence makes some good throws. For fantasy owners out there, a quick pickup for the Jacksonville game, if you had time, would have been Dan Arnold, the tight end. As long as touchdowns isn't the only thing that's important in your receiving, then it'll be pretty good. He averages about 5 to 7 targets a game. Just depends on what the game situation is. Sorry, I got caught up. Look, I'm over here on Twitter trying to find anything within the last 15, 20 minutes news-wise by anyone important out. Let's see here. Someone said this is their roster. They have Patrick Mahomes, Joe Mixon, Taylor, Keenan Allen, Hill, Humphreys. Adam Humphreys is a if you needed a receiver late and you needed someone to go play for you, that's a good pickup. Seals is tight end. I think it's a good pickup, but I'm not the most fond of it. I would rather have Dan Arnold for Jacksonville, but hey, Mark Andrews with injury in Baltimore, Sammy's not playing. That's a big piece right there. If you got Mark Andrews on your fantasy roster, you're loving life right now. Let's see here. What else we got? We got 10 minutes before the game. Four and one last week. Back on track. 5 week 6 picks. 5 week 6 picks. Chargers +3, Raiders +4, Bills at -5.5, Jaguars at +3.5, Browns at -3. But I got Jacksonville winning the game, so I can see Miami putting up points late. Simply because Jacksonville's defense is horrendous. I guess I throw a little a little something on the Jags game, just if you're a betting man. I guess. I mean, if you're a safe better, no. Just because personally, it doesn't seem like good money to me. Good money is easy money. But if you've been hitting on a lot of your bets, that's a good one just to throw out there on a low end. So if you lose, it doesn't matter. If you win, you're like, oh, I could have bet more, but it doesn't really matter. Bills at -5.5, and they play the Titans on Monday. Correct? They do. The Titans got Julio back. Derrick Henry's on all cylinders, and that game is actually. Yeah, it's at a 5.5 everywhere. -5.5. I'll take it. I'll take Buffalo on that. -5.5. I'll take that. Because they've been scoring. I'll take that. The Browns -3, and they play Washington today. Or Kansas City. Who do they play today? No, the Browns play Arizona. Oh, yeah, they play Arizona today because I brought up Rondale Moore. I'm not touching the Browns game. That's not good money to me. The Chargers game versus Baltimore +3 is good money. That's good money. I'm taking that all day long. The Raiders are +4. Who do they play? Denver. I like it. I'm taking it. Okay, I'm taking those for sure, 100%. Let's see. What else we got? Anything out? Nope, nothing crazy out. Alright, let's cover something else real quick. How much time we got before this game starts? 6 minutes. Oh, great. Got the title change. My bad. Let's see here. actually going to pull this game up. Let's see here. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see. Can I play audio of NFL game in live stream? Question mark. Can you stream sports audio on YouTube? Can you live stream audio on I'm not sure if I can. I'm going to. Here.
So where do they go from here? It's about rebuilding trust.
So Urban Meyer still coaching now.
And he's getting better football play out of his #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. For Miami, on the other hand, they started off the season with high expectations. A year ago, they were 10-6.
I don't really care who wins this game.
At the end of the season, in the final week of the season, and they started off in week 1 with a win in Foxborough against the Patriots. Since then, they have not won a game, though.
And today, they welcome back their quarterback from cracked ribs, Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, it's important for a healthy Tua Tagovailoa. He's 7-4 as a starter for the Dolphins. He hasn't played in a month, and he's got some fractured ribs. So how he handles all that and how quickly he's able to heal and deal with the pressure that Jacksonville will apply.
And Melanie downstairs, adding to the mix here, a lot of injury issues for Miami.
That's right, Kevin. A number of key issues on both sides. Tua is back, but he's down 2 of his top targets in wide receivers Devontae Parker and Preston Williams. Defensively, the Dolphins are also down their top 2 cornerbacks. Xavier Howard is out, and then Byron Jones, kind of a late add to the inactives today. He was limited all week, tried to warm up today, and just could not get to a place where he felt good enough to go. Sticking with defense, let's talk Jaguars. Linebacker Miles Jack, one of the defensive leaders, out with a back injury today. And then offensively, starting center Brandon Lindner out with a knee injury. So Trevor Lawrence in this Jaguars offense will have Tyler Shatley at center today, guys.
Mel, good point. Speaking of Lawrence, you watched a lot of tape on the #1 overall pick this week.
Well, and he had some growing pains like you would expect. Early on, he had his struggles. Only 54% completion in the first 3 games. Last couple of games, 70% complete. We're going to go green and look at some of the things that he's done well and start off with a play he didn't do so well. As a young quarterback, you get stuck staring down receivers. This is what happens. You stare down a receiver, defense is going to take advantage of it and take an interception. Today, he will face a lot of man-to-man coverage. Get the ball out of your hands, find the matchup you like best, and make an accurate throw. They will lean on James Robinson today. The run game got going a week ago. The second-year running back, undrafted. He is 4th in the NFL in rushing. They will look for that run game to get him going.
About 65 degrees in London today. They think the sun's going to come out. Let's go to our public address announcer, Alan Roach, here at Tottenham.
Ladies and gentlemen, to sing the national anthem of Great Britain, British Army veteran Lance Corporal Aurelia Simpson.
God save the great
Anthem of the United States of America. United States Air Force Staff Sergeant Denver Murphy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so
Okay, so the game is about to start. No like unknown scratches or anything that is surprising. So that's good. For all fantasy owners out there, everything is looking to be as said to be. Okay. Cincinnati versus Detroit. I like. They got Cincinnati in this one just for a little bit. I'm taking Cincinnati in that, actually. I'm taking Cincinnati in that. I'm taking the Rams versus the Giants very easily. Ooh, with the spread. Ooh, Sterling Shepard's back, but they still don't have Saquon Barkley, so it's hard to grab the Giants. I'll go to Rams. Oh, I need to do something with my running backs. I'm over here streaming and stuff. Okay. Roster. Mark Ingram or Latavius Murray for Jeremy McNichols or Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack could hit today, man. Or McKinnon. Do I put in McKinnon for Ingram? I have to look up Ingram's snap count. I gotta see what percentage he's getting right now compared to David Johnson and Philip Lindsay. Excuse me. No, like that. Roster. Like that. I gotta go to my search history. I don't know which one I was on last night. One I was on last night was the best one I've ever found. It's this one. Okay, games on. This cat wasn't that bad.
in the NFL. In the stadium, we can attest, is beautiful. Great venue for the National Football League.
Well,
Good kickoff.
It's been a great week, and
Good kickoff.
This is our first time in the stadium.
We
It's
have
beautiful when you consider, you look at it, just opened a couple of seasons ago, a little over 62,000 people. There has been a real passion for football around town, and you can see that they're excited about having NFL games here. You see the full stadium. The crowd is ready to go now.
Man, I still have plenty of time before I gotta make my move.
We are to Jalen Waddle is back for the Miami Dolphins, the 6th overall pick out of Alabama. They traded Jakeem Grant last week. This is going to go in the end zone, die right there, touch back to the 25. It'll be 1st and 10. Here he comes, the 5th overall pick last year out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa. He will have a 1st and 10 from his 25.
I am not sure what running back to
all the
start,
injuries
man.
that the Dolphins are dealing with a wide receiver, but they're not dealing with injuries when
I have too much going on at running back.
Mike Gesicki, and he's a central point of this offense. And Gaskin a week ago had 10 receptions, and the rookie Jalen Waddle. So look for some quick throws. Look for Tua to try and get comfortable early on.
We know he's got the fractured ribs. The pain tolerance will be an issue. I'm sure they'll monitor all game long. Here's a 1st and 10. First play of the game from Tottenham. He's got Gaskin in the backfield. He runs into his own blocker that time. Jackson blown up on the play by a couple, including Josh Allen, losing a yard. Let's go to that offensive line, which is reshuffled, but for the 2nd consecutive week, stays the same.
Offensive line just got demolished.
Offensive line. Not only are you getting a healthy Tua back, but you've got the same 5 starters at the same 5 spots.
Jalen Waddle, Albert Wilson, Myles Gaskin,
Continuity along the offensive line is important.
Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki's at the bottom of the screen on the screen.
And he goes underneath, caught by Waddle, drilled by a couple, including Trey Herndon, the defensive back, who gets the game. Waddle does out to about 31, and he picks up 7.
I don't think I can stream this game.
Defense of Jacksonville, number 28 in the NFL, coming in.
Yeah, the sound of this because it keeps buffering my audio.
No Miles Jack, no Tyson Campbell. They've got to find a way to pressure Tua. They want to stop the run game and force this into a drop back. Want Tua to drop back and hang on to the ball in the pocket.